Hello everyone, welcome to Mindfulness Zone at Home. I am super excited to be here with you to do some yoga, to do some mindfulness activities, to make some really cool projects. It's gonna be awesome. I am Miss Amanda. I am super excited to be here. This is just a great way to learn new skills that are gonna help us in life, to have some fun, to be active, to be creative. So I hope you'll join me in our Mindfulness Zone at Home activities. So one of the first things we're going to do is we're just gonna do a little bit of breathing. So find a comfortable seat. You can be in a chair, you can be on a carpet at home. If you have a yoga mat, you can lay out your yoga mat, even on a couch, wherever you are. Find a space where you feel comfortable. And we're gonna take 3 big breaths in and out together, okay? So we're gonna imagine that we have a beautiful flower in front of us, your favorite flower, and you're gonna inhale through your nose and smell that flower. And then you're gonna imagine that you have a candle and you're gonna blow out the candle. So let's do it 2 more times. Inhale and smell the flower. And exhale and blow out the candle. Last time. Inhale, smell that beautiful flower. And exhale. Way to go. Way to blow out your candles and smell those beautiful flowers. Now, the next mindfulness practice that we are going to practice is using this really special instrument. This is one of my favorite instruments. It is called a singing bowl. And the singing bowl makes this beautiful sound. And the goal with this mindfulness practice is just to listen. That's all you have to do. So sometimes when we pay attention to what's going on, there's a lot of things going on. Maybe you have a lot of thoughts in your head. Maybe there's a lot of sounds. Maybe someone at home is cooking dinner and there's lots of things going on to be distracted by. Well, sometimes having one thing we can focus on can help us practice mindfulness, especially when we have what's called the monkey mind. Monkey mind, maybe you've experienced this before, is where you think of so many things at once and you just can't stop all the thoughts. Well, by listening to one thing, we can practice focusing our attention, maybe setting aside those thoughts for just a few moments and practice really paying attention. So that's what the mindfulness zone activity is for right now, is listening to this singing bowl. So in this exercise, we're going to listen 3 times. So I'm gonna ring the singing bowl and I'm gonna let the sound go as long as I can hear it. And then I'll do it 2 more times, so 3 in total. So your goal is really just to listen to the singing bowl. If your mind wanders, and guess what? It probably will. Everybody's mind wanders. It's a part of the process. You're gonna gently ask yourself, your mind and your thoughts, to come back to the singing bowl sound, okay? So we're gonna practice 3 times. Sometimes when we're listening, if you feel comfortable and safe doing so, you can close your eyes or you can leave them open, or maybe you just want to gently almost close your eyes but keep them open just a little bit. You get to decide, okay? So here we go. Thank you for listening with me. If your eyes were closed, you can open them back up. How was that experience for you? Was it hard to listen to the singing bowl? I know I got distracted, but I definitely was very thankful to have that sound to bring my thoughts back to. So that's a great practice. And you don't need a singing bowl if you don't have one at home. Maybe you have a different instrument at home that makes a different sound, or maybe you could even make an instrument that could work like the singing bowl. So that's one of the great mindfulness practices that we have. Now we're going to move into 2 more breathing practices. So one is with your hand. Can you everybody bring your hand out? So we're going to do what's called the high 5 breath, okay? And so this is a practice that can be really helpful if you ever feel like you just need to take a little minute, a mindful minute, and just use some of your breathing to help maybe calm your body down. Maybe you have a big decision that you need to make and you just need to think through it. This can be a really great practice that can help you. So what we're going to do is you're going to take your finger, take your hand out in front of you, and we're going to trace our fingers nice and slow. As we go up and trace up, we're going to inhale. And as we bring our hand down, we're going to exhale. Okay? Let's try it. So, inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. I know I feel more calm and more focused and centered. And if you find that 5 breaths wasn't enough, guess what? You can do it on the other hand, or you can start over and do it on the same one. The next breathing practice we're going to do is using this really cool thing called the Hoberman sphere. Maybe some of you have seen this before, or maybe some of you have them at home. If you don't have one at home, you can use your fingers, which is really cool. So as we open the sphere, you can open your fingers, and as we close it, you can close your fingers. So if you want to follow along with me or use this later, you can. Use your hands. So what we're going to do is I'm going to open and I'm going to count to 3. And then I'm going to hold for 3, and you can hold your breath if you want. And then I'm going to close it and you can exhale for 3 counts. I always like using this because it gives me and I can use my imagination and think about my lungs opening or getting nice and big as you take an inhale, and then exhale, our lungs get smaller. Maybe you even want to put your hand on your heart and feel as you inhale, your lungs expand, and then as you exhale, your lungs contract or get smaller. Now, if focusing on your breathing or holding your breath doesn't feel comfortable in your body, I encourage you just to breathe like normal with me. Maybe you just focus on the seat that you have. Maybe like you can move back and forth and feel what it feels like to sit on the chair or the floor, or maybe there's something in the room that you want to just gaze at very softly with this. You can do that too, okay? So, and at any point in time, if you just need to take a breath in or out, you go for it. This is just a suggestion. Okay, so here we go. We're going to do 3 rounds of this. And inhale for 1, 2, 3. Hold for 1, 2, 3. And exhale. 1, 2, 3. Second round. Inhale 1, 2, 3. Hold for 1, 2, 3. And exhale. 1, 2, 3. Last round. Inhale 1, 2, 3. Hold for 1, 2, 3. And exhale. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. That was so much fun to share all of those great breathing practices with you, some mindfulness practices. And this book is called The Way I Feel. It's going to give us lots of really good words to express how we feel, because we have a lot of emotions, and all those emotions are okay to feel. And sometimes you just need some words to express how you feel. So this book will give us some options of words that we can use to express how we feel. So this is The Way I Feel, and it's written and illustrated by Janan Kane. Silly is the way I feel when I make a funny face. Can you make a funny face? Make the funniest face you've ever made. And wear a goofy, poofy hat that takes up lots of space. Scared. I'm shaking because I'm scared. All alone in the dark at night. The thunder and lightning crash and roar. Hold me close and turn on the light. Have you ever been scared? I know I've been scared. I definitely need a nightlight at home sometimes. Happy. The smile you see upon my face as the sun shines in the sky shows all the world that I feel happy, and my mood is soaring high. Can you all make the biggest smiles? Beautiful smiles. Well done. Sad. Sometimes I feel sad and really don't know why. Instead of playing and having fun, I cry and cry and cry. I know I feel sad sometimes. Angry. Angry is how I feel right now. I shout with a mighty roar. I mostly want to frown and growl and stomp upon the floor. I know I need a good stomp around the floor when I'm angry. I'm bouncing like a rubber ball because I'm excited. I'm more excited than I can say. It's really hard for me to sit when I'd rather jump and play. Proud. I did it. I did it. I shout to the crowd. Getting dressed by myself makes me feel proud. And this outfit is awesome with all the different colors and the patterns. They're very proud of themselves. Feelings come and feelings go. I never know what they'll be. Silly or angry, happy or sad. They are all a part of me. That is The Way I Feel. So this is a great book that tells us there are a lot of emotions that we can feel, right? And they're all a part of us. And that everyone else has those feelings too. Thank you for listening. Today's mindfulness practice is going to be a body scan. So this is something you can do anytime, anywhere. You can do it slow, you can do it fast. I'm going to teach you how to just kind of pay attention and notice what's going on for your body. Sometimes we carry emotions in our body that we don't know are there. When you take time to really investigate what's going on with me, you can notice, oh, I have a lot of tightness in my chest. I wonder what that's about. For me, when I feel really nervous or maybe anxious, I hold a lot of tension in my chest. When I do my body scan and I go through and I find that tightness, I notice and pay attention to that. I'm like, oh, I think I'm nervous or I'm anxious. I think I need to take a few deep breaths in and out to help me get through those feelings. So a body scan can help us pay attention to what's going on for us inside, okay? So you can do this seated, you can lay down, you can stand, whatever you feel comfortable with. You can feel free to leave your eyes open or you can close them. It's totally up to you. We're gonna send our attention to the top of our head. Think about the top of your head. Maybe you notice your hair, maybe your head's itchy. As you think about your head, can you make your way with your thoughts down to your face? Do you notice any tightness or tension, maybe in your forehead? Maybe your tongue is on the roof of your mouth. If it is, can you just gently release your tongue and maybe like relax your jaw a little bit? From there, find your way down to your neck and your shoulders. Notice if there's any tightness or tension or discomfort, or maybe you don't feel anything at all, and that's okay too. From there, find your way down to your arms and your hands. See if you have any tightness or tension. As you make your way from your arms, can you find your way to your chest and your stomach? Sometimes we hold a lot of anxiety or tightness in our stomach. If you do find that there, can you just gently release any of that? Maybe not, and that's okay too. If your eyes are open, you can close them again and find your way down to your legs. Do you feel any tightness or tension? Maybe just pay attention if you feel warm or cold in your legs. Maybe you're wearing really itchy pants. Just see and notice what's going on with your legs. Finally, we're gonna make our way down to our feet. Can you wiggle your toes a little bit? Notice if there's any tightness or tension there. If you find any tightness or tension, maybe you just want to leave it there. Or maybe you want to see if by wiggling your toes, you can release that a little bit. Take one final process down. Walk your way down from the top of your head down to your feet one last time, but this time really quickly. Just kind of scan your way through your body and notice if there's any tightness or tension left. And if there is, that's okay. Just pay attention. Open your eyes. And we've just done a body scan. Nice work. You can do this anytime, and you can go a little bit longer like we did at the beginning, or you can do it really quickly like we did at the very end. And just notice and pay attention what's going on with you. And you're going to find your mindfulness box, and all you need to do is find a pair of scissors, and then from your box you're going to find the balloon, the bag of rice, your cup, and a sheet of stickers. And then you're going to find a piece of paper that looks like this. It has a template on it, and we're going to cut it out to make a funnel. So what we're going to do is we're going to use all these items to make a stress ball. All right, so we're going to make our funnel. So find the piece of paper that has the dotted lines on there. You can grab your scissors and very slowly and carefully follow the dotted lines and cut out, this will be your funnel. So following the dotted lines very slowly, very carefully. You can also cut out this little triangle area here, so follow the dotted lines there. And then once you've done that, you can take a few stickers from your sticker sheet, and we're going to fold over the edges of the flat piece of paper to make a funnel. So I'm going to meet the edges, and I'm going to fold over the edge a little bit. You want to make sure that when you fold it over, you have a hole in the bottom. So I found that when I put my stickers up high, it helps to hold the funnel together. So once you've put a few stickers on there and you really push them down so they're nice and stuck, you'll see that you have this hole in there. And then for our next step, you're gonna take your bag of rice. So find the little baggie of rice, you'll find your cup and open up the bag. You really only need to open up about half, but if you open it up all the way, that's okay too. And you'll pour the rice into your cup. Get it all in that cup. And then if you would like, you can take your balloon and stretch it out a little bit, or you can leave it. You can see if it works a little bit better if you stretch it, or maybe you just find it works fine as it is. Take your funnel and place the small end into the balloons. Make sure it's all the way in there so that no rice is going to come out. So once you've done that, you can hold the funnel and the balloon in one hand, and with your rice in the cup, you'll gently, you might even need to ask somebody for help. So maybe we'll get someone to help me hold the rice or hold the balloon and the funnel. Miss Molly's gonna come and be my helper here. So she's gonna hold the balloon and the funnel, and then I'm gonna pour this very slowly so none of the rice falls, okay? I'm gonna pour it in, not all at once. I'll let it a little bit go in, and then we'll see how it goes. Get it in there.
Give it a little twist.
So make sure you're twisting it and helping it along, and then pour a little bit more. Helping that rice get all the way down in there. Thank you for your help, Miss Molly.
You're welcome. This is some good teamwork.
It sure is.
Okay, it's almost
there. Okay, we'll keep helping it along.
I think it's all in.
All right, and then we'll fill a little bit more. And you might not use all of your rice. You really just want to fill up the bottom part of your balloon. So this big part here. You don't want it to go into the neck of the balloon.
Is that enough?
I think that's enough. Thank you
welcome.
very much. So once you've done that, you can see all the rice is down in the bottom. You're gonna take this end of the balloon, maybe stretch it out a little bit, and we're gonna make a knot in the balloon. So I like to take 2 fingers, hold the balloon with my hand and wrap the edge around those 2 fingers. And then take the edge and the end of the balloon, and you can tuck it underneath that circle of the balloon that you've created. And once you pull it off your fingers really gently, you've got a knot. You've got your rice stress ball. So anytime you're feeling kind of stressed or any big emotions and you just need to have this in a special spot, and you can hold it and you can use it in your hands and get some of that stress out. And it feels really cool too. So even when you're not stressed, you can use it. So that's how you make your rice and balloon stress ball.